Welcome to Papercraft History, where the art of paper meets the depth of African history. Today we are building Africa, Ancient Libraries pop-up story. Papercraft is one of the oldest and most universal art forms in human history. Long before the age of industrial manufacturing, before plastic, before mass-produced goods, human beings shaped paper into objects of beauty, function, and cultural meaning. Today, we honor that tradition by using it to tell one of history's most important stories. Let us begin with the historical context of what we are building today. Understanding the history behind the structure or story you are recreating transforms the craft from a simple activity into a genuine act of cultural preservation. We research every build thoroughly, using primary sources, archaeological records, and academic scholarship. The history we cover on this channel deserves to be represented accurately, and every design decision we make reflects that commitment. The design phase starts with precision. We create a detailed paper engineering plan that establishes the dimensions, the component relationships, and the folding and assembly sequence before any cutting begins. Papercraft at this level is as much engineering as it is art. Structures need to be self-supporting. Moving parts need to operate correctly. The visual appearance needs to match the historical reference. All of this has to be planned before the scissors come out. The cutting phase requires focus and patience. We use a combination of precision cutting tools for straight and curved lines on heavier cardstock and careful hand cutting with sharp scissors for detail elements on thinner papers. The quality of the cut edges determines the quality of every fold and join that follows. Rough cuts produce misaligned assemblies. Clean cuts produce tight professional results. The scoring and folding phase is where the two-dimensional material becomes three-dimensional structure. Every fold is scored first along its full length using a bone folder against a steel ruler. This single technique is the most important skill in papercraft. A properly scored fold is clean, crisp, and exactly where you intend it to be. An unscored fold is rough, unpredictable, and will ruin the alignment of the surrounding structure. We demonstrate this technique in detail because it applies to every papercraft project you will ever attempt. The assembly phase joins the individual components into a unified structure. We use craft glue applied sparingly and precisely for permanent joins and assembly pins for temporary positioning during construction. Large assemblies are held under weights while they cure to maintain perfect alignment. The sequence of assembly matters. Some components must be joined before others are added. Getting the sequence wrong means having to disassemble and restart. We show you the correct sequence for this specific build. The detailing and finishing phase brings everything together with color, texture, and historical markings. We paint with layered washes to build up depth, add fine detail with technical pens, and apply surface treatments that give the finished piece the aged and authentic quality that makes it genuinely beautiful to look at. The result of all this work is a three-dimensional tribute to history made entirely from paper. Something that honors the past and demonstrates what patient, careful craft can create. Follow for new builds every week. What we have covered today is just the surface of a story that goes very deep. The history of Africa is one of the most vast and complex histories in the world, and every time you engage with it seriously, you come away with a richer understanding of who we are as a human species and how we got to here. If this video added to your understanding, share it with someone in your life who needs to hear it. The more people who know the real history, the stronger our collective foundation becomes. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new video. We publish new content every single day, covering every dimension of that